the show, our E3 predictions. E3 is back, baby!
Baby!
You know, it was really weird last year because they split out the announcements over, it felt like the course of 3 months, which is probably good for our show, but quite exhausting as well. So looking forward to some E3 insanity. We kind of thought it would be more news already, but this show is pretty light relatively on news. And we thought, yes, let's get in before all these sort of announcements happen. And let's jump into our predictions. Does anyone want to go first? How are we going to do this? And we should say it's going to be 3 predictions.
Yep.
I'm sure that Swinny's going to have the lamest, most obvious Assassin's
that's
Creed,
gonna be
the next Assassin's Creed type of predictions.
Screw you. Mine are very bold.
Okay, and then we're going to do a Smash prediction, Smash character prediction. Even Mike, who doesn't like Smash.
I will
so
have
how do we
one
want to
too.
do it? Do we want to do one prediction
One at
each?
a time. Yeah, one prediction
at a time?
each. Yeah.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So mine are pretty lame and I think very predictable. And I think the first thing we'll see is a new Fable game
Wait, what?
being shown properly.
Oh, come on. I thought we were talking about new announcements, not like we're
No,
going to
no,
show
but-
something.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
sure,
lame. This is
I
going to be
said
unannounced
mine were
stuff.
going to be
Unannounced.
lame. Last time my predictions were completely
Everything that I've got
wrong,
is
so I'm
unannounced.
I'm just going to go with like stuff that I'm confident will happen.
That's not
not predictions.
Okay, go.
No, I'm going with that.
It's
I'm
his
sticking
predictions.
to it.
It's his predictions.
Mike is the new title of being the lame ass motherfucker.
Yeah, thanks.
Go on. So that's it, Fable. Okay, you gotta go harder in the paint. So what do you mean? Like
They'll show proper gameplay footage. Yes.
dated?
Yeah. Yes, they will
Okay.
date it.
And what date is it?
It's going to be later this year.
2021. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
November 2021.
Got you in a box there. That's good.
Is anyone noting this? Is there anyone noting this down?
Of course not.
All right, hang on. I will type it up.
I've already written mine, so I can just copy and paste it.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'll go next. So I've split mine up between 3 different, presentations.
Yeah.
So my Xbox presentation prediction is Killer Instinct 2
Ooh.
is announced being developed by Ninja Theory.
Ninja
Very
Theory.
specific.
Yes.
Where are you
yes.
getting this? Ninja
Yeah.
Theory? Interesting.
Because I was just looking at the stuff they're working on, and I just think that they've got the most action chops out of
Very
the
specific.
developers that Microsoft has recently acquired. So I thought, hey, who better to make Killer Instinct 2 out of the studios that they have under their wing?
Okay.
I like it. I'm actually like super keen to get into Killer Instinct again. So that I like your prediction. All right, so
What you got?
I got a prediction. It's partly based on rumors. I believe that the Odyssey team are working on Super Mario X Donkey Kong Kingdoms Collide. They will be making a Donkey Kong 64 sequel, but also a sequel to Mario Odyssey, where you
Mario Odyssey.
can play Mario, and then also Donkey Kong is in the story as well.
That's wild.
And there's
extremely
interchange
wild,
between
yeah.
those two.
Okay,
just thinking-
that's interesting.
The last time we probably had a because that, when I say platformer 3D or 2D, I'm just thinking was Yoshi's Island 2 when they had Donkey Kong in that with the other Mario characters.
Now, like Mario and Donkey Kong being together, it's obviously, given that they're in the same game together as the first game together, Donkey Kong, the arcade game, it's not unusual. And there's been a lot of like versus games. But I think the thing is, Nintendo want to revitalize Donkey Kong, in my view. And I think putting it into a platformer, and they're just the best at making those platformers. But at the same time, I'm just not a buyer that they would just make a Donkey Kong game. I feel like Mario is such a powerful, part of their franchise that they would have to, collide them together. I don't know. I just think it makes a lot of sense and it'd be fun and interesting,
Could happen.
way to merge. So yes, and I've got the name as well, Kingdoms Collide with a K. And then I also want to say that the story will have Bowser and then also King K. Rool, and it will be like them working in cahoots.
Are you making all of this up 100%, or is it based on
Yeah,
some
what do you mean?
sort of
Yeah.
I don't know
This is
semblance
a
of
bold prediction.
reality?
a bold
Full on prediction. Cool.
All right, go on. What's your prediction too, Mike?
God damn, mine are lame. A new Metroid game.
Oh my god!
They haven't even finished their. They haven't even properly shown Metroid Prime 4 yet.
No, there's going to be a new one.
On top of that.
On top of that,
Like a 2D
one,
Metroid.
like a 2D Metroid.
Okay, that's a bit more bold.
Well, I had that as my fourth or third prediction, but I changed it because I thought it was so lame.
Ah. Well, it
because
is lame.
Like Mercury
I'm not
Steam,
denying that.
we haven't heard anything from Mercury Steam, and they did a pretty good job with Samus Return. So it feels like obvious that they'll be making something Metroid 2D. But yeah, okay.
Okay, my next
Wait,
one.
hang on. We've got to box them
wait.
in a bit more because these are boring.
Why?
Is it going to be Metroid 5? Or is it going to be a remake of an existing Metroid game?
I think it's going to be Metroid 5.
Oh, I'd be happy, man. It's 2002 since the last new Metroid game in the series, so...
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. So my next one is for Nintendo. I think we will see an announcement of Xenoblade Warriors. So a Warriors game set in
Warriors. Okay,
That's an interesting one. Yeah. Wow.
So they.
It's a good. That's a good one, dude. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Oh, damn, I like that one. I like that one. That's a good one. Shit, I think that's gonna happen.
we've had Fire Emblem Warriors. We've also had Fire Warriors, and Persona. While not Nintendo got the treatment recently. So Xenoblade has 3 different mainline games that it can pull characters from. So I reckon, prediction is Xenoblade Warriors, obviously headed up by Koei Tecmo. So
Damn, that's a good one. I like that. I like that one. I could see that. I would be banking that one out of all of them so far. All right, so we're up to me, right?
Yeah.
My prediction is that id, Hugo Martin, Marty Stratton, the guys over at id, are going to be making a Quake reboot in the style of what they've done with Doom. Yep. And instead of being about the Strog and, the kind of Quake 2 timeline, because Quake is really like 2 series in one, both called Quake. I think that just thinking about those guys, I don't think they'll go to Doom 3 straight away. I think they kind of got a bit burnt out with Doom Eternal. I think they'd want to do something new-ish, but still stay within the whole realm of being in the id space. And I actually think they'll go to Quake 1 and go really hard on the HP Lovecraft style. And like one other additional prediction, I think they'll have like Dragon in the game, because that was a very infamous part of, Quake, because they had a dragon in one of the screenshots, and then there's no dragon in the actual game. I remember that when I was a kid. So yeah, like I think they'll make Quake, and they'll lamely call it Quake. So that's me.
Okay, that's not a bad one. I think it's very plausible because we did talk about a potential Quake reboot on a previous episode, I think. Didn't we?
Over to you, Mike. What's your third?
Oh, so, Swinny, you were going to say something? No?
No, go.
Cool. Okay, so my third prediction, which is not that they're going to actually reveal a trailer for Elder Scrolls, the new Elder Scrolls. That's not my prediction. I think they will do that, but I reckon there's going to be a new Duke Nukem game.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because of the revitalization of Apogee and the 3D Realms tie-in. So that's
Gearbox. I think Gearbox has the rights.
They have the rights now, yeah.
I think.
And Gearbox isn't. They do have an E3. They are at E3.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So
yes.
it's not going to happen. But that's
I did say it because remember when I was saying to you guys, Duke Nukem Forever. Like, was that a good game? I might buy it. I'll just quickly check. It's not in alphabetical order. Yeah, I've got it. I actually have it up there.
You've only got like 5 360 games, and it's one of them.
No, I've got a lot of 360 games.
Yes, all 3 of them. You got 3 of them. Sorry, no, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
No, you can't see it all, but there's a whole row
above
up here.
Right, we can't see the row above.
Games.
Right, fair enough.
Oh, so you guys didn't see that? I've got a whole extra row of 360 games.
No, that's why the other day you were talking about 360 games, and I'm like, wow, that's a huge collection of 5 games.
No, I've got like 20 games above that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw those.
Oh, okay, there you go. So yeah, I'd be all up for a Duke Nukem game. I think it'd actually be really interesting because it's so in our current cancel culture generation.
That's why I'd want to see what happens with it.
I think it actually would go well.
Yeah,
if anything,
it almost would. If it ends up being a good game, because the last one wasn't great.
Can you you're a pretty creative guy. Can you think of a title on the fly for Duke Nukem 5?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Duke Nukem.
Take a $5.
Duke Nukem 5 ever. 5 ever, spelt like the TV show.
It should be $5 hoe or something like that. All right, go Swinny.
All right, so my next one is probably the most bold one. Is Square Enix will announce a Secret of Evermore remake in the style of what they did with Trials of Mana, not like Final Fantasy VII remake.
Okay.
So
that's an interesting one.
That is the one I want to happen.
They didn't make that game though, so that's interesting.
Well, their US studio did. Like it's still Square product. So.
Yeah, but the Japanese, unless they made it, they don't care.
But that's why it's more like, okay, this is never going to happen, but I want it to happen. It's one of my favorite games.
There'd be like
I love it.
Not a small amount, but there'd be a niche group of people that'd be so excited for that. I'd be picking that up. That'd be really cool. Yeah. So my final one, I don't think it's super bold, but I'll explain how I think it's going to work. I think Xbox will announce xCloud Asterix on the Switch. So I think they'll do a deal with Nintendo. I think the deal will be really hard for people to understand. I think what Nintendo will do is they will have rights over what games are going to appear on xCloud on the Switch. And I think Nintendo will go and eliminate games that they believe could be natively on the Switch. So if a game is like purchasable on the Switch, I don't think it would be available on xCloud. I think if Nintendo thinks a game should be available on Nintendo because it should be playable on the Switch, they won't allow it. And I think it'll be like a real cut down library, and I think you'll be able to subscribe on the Switch and Nintendo will get a cut of that money, maybe 15%, but we'll never know that.
What would happen to games like your Ori that could kind of cross over both?
I don't think they'll be on it.
Even though it's an Xbox published title?
Correct.
Oh, that's a strange... to me, that would be like the shoe into him being included.
I totally agree, but this is like, I don't know, for me, just gut feel Nintendo, this is the kind of shit that they do as well, where it's like not the most, user-centric approach, but they're very protective of games that they feel like they could make money off directly, right? So, and I don't think they want to send a signal for people to go, don't publish it through Nintendo if you can, if you can port it. Like, I don't think they want to encourage that. So that's, I don't know, I've been thinking about how would it actually work mechanically, and that's how. I think it'd be like xCloud Lite. I think people will call it xCloud Lite, but it won't officially be called that. It'll just be called xCloud on Switch. So, and I hope I'm wrong in the sense of, I hope it's the whole library. Like, that'd be pretty sweet. I've always been a big supporter of that.
All right, so Mike, as the #1 Smash fan on the podcast, what character do you think will be announced? Assuming there is a character announced, but I think we all assume there will be during Nintendo's Direct.
Yeah, there will be.
It's going to be Duke Nukem.
I was mid-drink, I almost spat up.
You just looked at you were blank and you just looked up the line above.
Yeah, exactly. Duke Nukem.
No, I actually thought it would be Duke Nukem. That is what I had written down.
That famous...
I think it would work well.
Famous Nintendo character, that's right.
Yeah, but okay, it's not a Nintendo character, but some of the other characters they're not really Nintendo characters either,
Look,
right?
In his defense, I mean, we've got Joker,
exactly.
characters that aren't really, and Cloud,
very popular really Japanese characters, but yeah.
But I think Duke Nukem would be a perfect character in that game. He'll
I honestly think they'd need to add another 100 characters before they got to Duke Nukem. But...
Yeah, but it'd be good. It'd be kind of like
I'm not saying it would be bad,
but slower. So really nothing like Fox. I don't know who else has a gun in that game. I don't know enough about that game.
Not many guns actually.
Well, Fox has a gun.
Joker, Fox, Falco, Snake. Snake's the closest, probably.
Actually, Snake uses his explosives more than guns. But yeah, Bayonetta has guns.
He'll have a gun.
Yeah, Bayonetta is one of the most
and punch
characters.
Stuff.
All right, I'll do mine then.
Do a serious one.
This is probably the least bold of all my stuff. I reckon I'm predicting Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden as the next Smash character.
Plausible, okay.
I can't remember if there's any Koei Tecmo characters in Smash.
I thought they had the character packs for it.
So there may be I'm talking playable characters. I don't think there's any roster members from them.
I thought the Mii Fighter costumes.
Yeah, Mii Fighter costumes or ghost spirits or whatever. But I'm talking actual characters. So I think this would be the first. So
I just take it that if it goes down the Mii, the what's it called, the Mii Fighter costume route, then it probably won't come. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's maybe he's already in there, but I mean he's a popular pick. It's not like I'm going out on a limb here.
Yeah. I don't know. So he's definitely not a Mii Fighter costume. Okay. Yeah. No, I think I'm kind of going a similar vein as you in terms of not going out on a limb. I picked Sora.
Sora would be good. Sora would be good.
I feel like Sora is absolutely inevitable in Smash. But whether it be this game or the next one, I think that's the only debate.
The toughest part with that is we just had a Square Enix announcement.
I know, but like, it's not that uncommon that they do that kind of stuff, though.
Yeah.
So, because they have good relationships with some of the publishers, but not obviously with some of the others. So, I don't know. I'm thinking Sora. I think like for the final one, I'm not going to be shocked if it's Waluigi, man.
Yeah, I'd be cool with Waluigi.
Seen memes about that, but
it's been a while. It's been a while.
And then my
what about Gooigi?
Just quickly, Swinny, my troll pick is that they put a character from Breath of the Wild in the game.
Who? That like one of the merchants or something, like a random character like that.
I don't know, just like one of the characters. Or
one of probably Impa or someone. Like
that. And I think it would just piss people off so hard if they did that.
Why?
But that just would not shock me at all if they, like Impa, if they added Impa in the game or something like that, or something that's going to be in Breath of the Wild 2.
My troll pick is another Fire Emblem character.
If they did that, that would be incredible. I would actually love that with a passion. If they did that, that'd be freaking awesome. That would
is be Bayonetta awesome. In the game?
Yeah, this is the final DLC character for.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I like how you go, that's right.
Bayonetta was not the final.
No, because I think you guys mentioned something the other day.
Was it Corin?
Yeah.
Oh. Was she the second last one?
She may have been the second last.
Oh, okay. Corin. All right, fair enough.
Let's move on to our...
All right, let's go on to our last special